Small hotel located on the edge of the forest, near Wang Reserve in Zimbabwe. Afternoon sunlight streams through the large glass panels in the main lobby. The space was so quiet that only the sound of the air conditioner and the scribbling of pens could be heard. A young receptionist named Amara Chikond was standing at the reception desk taking notes, completely unaware of what was approaching. Amara wore a neat light blue uniform, her long hair tied low, her figure petite, her eyes focused on the reservation book. A security camera was recording her every move from above. Outside, the sun was dry and the trees were swaying gently in the early summer breeze. The glass door was opened slightly to let in the breeze, creating a sudden space for the intruder. From the steps outside the hall, a large shadow quietly entered without a sound. It was a young male lion, his sparse mane streaked with red dust, his body lean and trembling. Sharp nails slid across the polished tile floor, leaving a light clacking sound like the ticking of a clock. Security cameras recorded every step it took, detecting unusual movements and immediately sounding a red alert. The lion moved slowly, its eyes cloudy as if it had just emerged from a long coma. Its belly was flat, its hind legs were limp, its nose was runny and it was breathing heavily as if it had been dehydrated for days. It did not roar, it just looked around with the eyes of a pained lost creature. Gradually, the distance between it and Amara was less than 3 steps. Its shadow fell long on the floor, right behind the unsuspecting girl. The fateful moment was approaching, and it was all captured clearly on camera, frame by frame. Amara accidentally turned around to get a towel to wipe the table when her eyes caught the silhouette of a lion standing silently. At that moment, her eyes opened wide, her whole body froze like a statue in the summer afternoon. She didn't dare scream, just took a slow step back, keeping her breathing steady. The lion remained motionless, just tilted its head to look at her, its eyes not fierce but empty and painful. The air in the hall seemed to be sucked away, each passing second felt like hours. Amara placed her hands on the counter to keep her balance, her heart pounding so hard it was almost suffocating. The lion suddenly groaned softly, his head bowed low, his whole body seemed about to collapse. Its left front leg was bleeding, a rusted iron trap still clamped above the ankle. Amara was horrified but remained calm, her eyes never leaving the serious wound. Blood dripped from the entrance to where he stood, spreading into a dark red patch. The lion staggered for a moment, then suddenly collapsed to the floor, his whole body gasping for breath. The smell of blood, sunburnt fur, and forest soil mixed together. Amara pulled her phone from her skirt pocket, her voice trembling but determined, and called the Wang Wildlife Rescue Center. She clearly described the animal's condition and the hotel's location, requesting emergency rescue. The lion lay motionless but alive, its ears twitching slightly and its eyes half open. Amara took a clean towel and placed it near it, then stood a few meters away to keep watch. Another hotel employee entered the lobby, screaming, but Amara quickly motioned for silence. She asked all guests to leave and stayed to wait for the rescue team. 10 minutes later, a rescue truck stopped right in front of the lobby. 3 staff members in distinctive uniforms entered, Jonas Nkyub, Farai Moyo and veterinarian Evelyn Banda. One person approached the lion from behind, the other 2 stood in front. They checked his breathing, observed his wound, and decided on a safe dose of anesthesia. The needle was lightly shot into the lion's thigh, it was startled but did not resist. Less than a minute later, its body relaxed, breathing evenly and falling into a peaceful sleep. The iron trap was removed with a special tool, blood oozed out again. A deep cut exposing tendons, obvious signs of infection with swollen skin. They applied a temporary bandage to stop the bleeding, then gently placed the animal on a wheeled stretcher. Amara approached, took Dr. Evelyn's hand and asked, "Will it survive?" The doctor smiled. If it had been a few hours later, it probably wouldn't have been possible to save him. The lion was named Shumba, which means lion in Shona, a way to respect its spirit. The special vehicle carrying Shumba left the hotel, carrying a faint hope. Security cameras recorded the entire incident, like an unprecedented natural news report. Amara stood watching the car disappear around the corner, her hands clasped and her eyes filled with tears. Shumba was taken straight to the operating room in a weak condition. Veterinarians quickly cleaned the wound, removed the necrotic tissue and stitched it closed. Antibiotics, fluids, and painkillers were constantly being administered to its body. The matted fur was shaved away around the wound, revealing red, swollen skin. They discovered many old wounds scattered on the body, proving that it had been wandering for quite a while. The first day, Shumba did not eat anything, just lay curled up on the foam mattress. A young doctor on night shift sat reading a book and playing soft music, helping him calm down. By the third day, Shumba began to lick some of the meat broth and move his head gently. The good news was reported to Amara, who immediately went to visit and sat by the cage for an hour. Seeing her, Shumba opened his eyes and stared, as if realizing the first person who wasn't afraid of him. From that day on, Shumba recovered faster, started eating raw meat and learned to walk around in the cage. The wound gradually dried, the stitches healed, and new, smooth, golden hair grew around the sparse mane. It was moved to a semi-wild restoration area, with trees, rocks, streams and bird sounds. Here, it practices hunting fake prey to regain its natural reflexes. Dr. Evelyn and her colleagues observe every day, assessing good health progress. After several months, the release documents were prepared. That special day, Amara was also present, carrying the white towel that had been placed next to Shumba on the first day. One clear morning, a special vehicle took Shumba to the deep forest of the Wang Conservation Area. The cage door opened into the tall grass, where there was only wind, sun and birdsong. Shumba stepped out, raised his head to sniff the air, his ears perked up, his eyes shining. It did not run in a hurry, just stood still for a moment as if wanting to take a deep breath of freedom. Amara stood at a distance, waving slightly, her eyes filled with emotion. Shumba turned back one last time, his eyes calm and grateful. A deep roar came from his throat, then the powerful figure rushed into the forest. Applause broke out, everyone smiled, even though their hearts felt like they were parting. The white scarf Amara was holding flew in the wind and caught on a tree branch as a memory. Shumba returned to where it belonged, the wild forest, where it almost never returned. The story of Shumba and Amara quickly spread throughout Zimbabwe, like a real-life miracle. Amara was honored for her calmness and bravery, becoming a humanitarian icon in the service industry. And Shumba, the lion who survived, became a legend captured on hotel cameras, a report from the wild.